Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Table Talk. I'm your host, Jake Combs, and today we're going to be unboxing Warhammer Underworlds Harrowdeep, which is the, I believe the fourth version of Warhammer Underworlds. Could be the fifth. I feel like it's the fourth though. I'm going to go ahead and open this up real quick. Now, this is available for pre-order as of this past Saturday. And so this advanced copy was sent to us by Games Workshop for the purpose of our sharing it with you and for us to actually write a review on it later. Now, it should come as no surprise to anyone that with the new edition of Warhammer Underworlds, we have the two new factions. In it are the new style of Stormcast Eternals and the oh god, I can't remember what they're called all of a sudden. That's gonna drive me nuts. Let's see if it says on the back. No, it does not. That's going to drive me insane. All right, so right off the bat, we have two total sprues, one per faction. The Stormcast have three, it looks like four models maybe. One of them is going to be the bird, I'm guessing, because one of them does have a pet bird or falcon of some sort. And the man, it's just not coming to me. The new greenskin guys have five, one on the bigger, one on the medium, and then three on the smaller bases. My guess is the ones on the smaller bases are going to be the Hobgrots. Or this one is going to be our main champion, and then this one is going to be one of the just main warrior guys. And then, so with this one, we do have the three Stormcast Eternals and the bird, eagle, falcon, whatever it is, hawk. Now, one thing I love about the Warhammer Undergrounds miniatures is that they already come pre-done with some very detailed bases. So really, like once you put them on the bases, you get them sprayed and painted. You don't really have to do much else to get them, table ready. And other than just maybe add like some blood or spatter or maybe some grass here and there if that's what you want on the model. Now the detail on not just the bases but the models themselves is fantastic, namely the bird and the bases more than anything else. We also have this kind of tree that just has a lot of detail for the bark going up it. And then with the greenskins, most of the body parts themselves don't have a lot of detail. It's more smooth and more muscular. But the real detail is just on their armor, the studded leather, and their different tools that they have and weapons. But especially like with these ones, their bases seem to have so much more detail than the Stormcast ones did. Just so much more character, just a lot of things going on there. Definitely makes them stand out. And then we have our set of cards, our bag of dice, And here we have our rulebook, and looks like our assembly guide, and possibly, I'm guessing, a quick play guide. Go ahead and open this and find out. Alright, so it's just the rulebook and the assembly guide. The assembly guide is pretty simple. It's literally 2 pages, 1 page per faction. Rulebook is quite beefy. Now, let's see. Cruel Boys. It actually said it in here, thankfully. So it is the Stormcast versus the Cruel Boys, and then we have a little bit of lore in the rulebook, which is to be expected. But compared to most other boxed games, by page 14, you're already into the introduction for the game and the rules, explanation, things like that. And one thing I love about this rulebook is the full color detail, arrows pointing to show exactly what they mean in the description. Even full color pictures of the cards that they're talking about. And then on the back, for quick reference, we have the turn order, the combat sequence, and then a quick reference as well. Now, from what I understand, and I haven't looked into this too closely to verify, but my understanding is the Harrowdeep itself is meant to take place more underwater than on land, which would make sense if we were fighting the Idoneth Deepkin, but we're actually not. So not really sure about the setting. Maybe it's surrounded by water, or they're in like an underwater cave that they had to get to, like by swimming to it or something like that, and they're fighting in an air pocket. Not really sure there, but definitely going to have to dig into the rules to get more information on that. So we have 2 sheets of tokens, your damage tokens, your points, your objectives, and I still really enjoy the fact that all of your objectives are different images. So you go to one area and get an objective, you go to another area and get a completely different objective. And then, as always, we get 2 new boards that are also double-sided. And as far as like the outside where the fold is, that side of the board always tends to be the more detailed one, and so the one that I probably would want to use the most, just because of all of the things going on. Definitely makes it stand out from others. So we have 4 decks of cards. So this one looks like a preset deck specifically to use for the Cruel Boys. One of your objective cards. And this one, it's pretty obvious that it is the Stormcast deck. Yeah, we've got our Stormcast character cards, our gambits, ploys, upgrades, and objective cards. Now, supposedly, from what I've read, and I'm going to check the back to see if it actually says this, that the Grand Alliance cards basically allow you to take any previous made warband and use them here. Now, we do have some new rules for kind of like a challenge mode system. I can't remember the exact name that they used for it, but it definitely sounded pretty cool. So with the Grand Alliance card decks, so it actually says do not open this until you've played a few games. So we're definitely going to put this back eventually, but I mean, we have played quite a few games as we've reviewed every edition of the game so far. Like we have some new Gambits employees, new upgrades, which there's looks like upgrades for pretty much every faction. And we've got the little Sky Dwarf guys. I can't remember what they're Caradon Overlords. We have the main orcs, the goblins. Got some of our Night Haunts, Beastmen, Hedonites. So a lot of cool stuff in here. Also Fire Slayers. This is the Universal card deck. It also says don't open this until you've played a few games. And so we've got Universal cards for Skaven. We've got I can't remember what they were called from Beastgrave, but it was kind of like the closest to Wood Elves that we've had in Age of Sigmar, without having the Sylvaneth in there. Now, one thing that I've always loved about this game is, I mean, not just the attention to detail on the models, but the personality behind the models too, because they're not models that you just take from an already existing model kit. They're made specifically for this game, this edition, and so they're gonna have bases that are styled for the area that they're in. But like I said, you can take any warband that you've picked up from previous editions and still be able to use them. It's just a matter of actually getting them built and getting your deck built as well, and then getting out there and throwing some dice and playing. But as far as things to show you guys, that's it for tonight. Don't have anything else to open up as far as this package is concerned. Now, we do have a couple items that we will be doing next week. Specifically, next week we'll end up doing at least 2 videos. They're going to be a little bit shorter than what you usually see. One will be actually unboxing an Age of Sigmar miniature that it goes on pre-order this weekend. The other one is going to be looking at the Warzone Octarius book. I believe that's what it's called, for 40K. And so those both are going to be shorter videos than usual, so we'll be putting out 2 videos next week. But we'll be doing them separate, since one is 40K and one is Age of Sigmar. So that way, we separate those things out a little bit more than we used to, because some of you have actually asked for that specifically. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that and get it done right for you guys. But as far as this goes, just want to say thank you to Games Workshop for sharing this copy with us. Definitely looking forward to getting them built and playing with them. And then, as always, even though they did send it to us, it only guarantees them that we will be talking about it and reviewing it, and does not guarantee a specific opinion to be shared. So, just know that when we do write the review, it is going to be an honest review. If I say I like it, I liked it. If I say that I didn't like it, I didn't like it. But I will share some of the things that I thought had merit as well. So, something to keep in mind. And pay attention to the nerdcultonline.com, which is where those articles will be posted up. But other than that, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will catch you all next week. Good night.